Hey guys, this is iGamesHelper123, and this level, um, I forget the name of it. My Bloons Tower Defense app started crashing afterwards when what's it called? Um, Recorded this video of this map. So, anyways, it's a pretty, nice little map. If you do it reverse, it's kind of challenging, but not really. This is hard, so, yeah. But I was actually trying to listen to Lindsay Sterling Crystallize, and it was like putting me in rage. I don't know, it's just a badass song. But anyways, um, I actually upgraded to iOS 7, and it wasn't as I want to say. I mean, I didn't watch the keynote. I just like I know the beta was. I figured the beta was out, so I just downloaded it and got it on my iPhone. And I wasn't really thrilled that what they did to the iOS 7. I was expecting a little more than what they did. I mean, since it's a beta one, I'm gonna calm down. I know beta one is supposed to have a lot of bugs, because it's not a stable release, but beta one actually had a little more problems than usual. So like I'll say my phone would literally just die out of nowhere, and I mean just power off, and it wasn't overheated or anything. I'm using it, I'm playing a game or something. I'm out excuse me, I'm on Facebook or something, and all of the freaking sudden I know that my phone is off. And the second thing was that when your phone dies, when the battery's low, it's a little weird how it happens in iOS 7, because it will die, but you can turn it back on. Like, I don't understand what the bug was exactly right there, because my phone was at 5% and then it just died. And then I turned it back on and it said that the battery is low, you should probably charge it, blah blah blah. And I charged it, but what the heck, and the battery was dying real fast too. So, yeah, iOS 7, I wouldn't upgrade to it. I was actually on 6.1.2 on my iPhone 4S, and I should have done it on my iPhone 4, but I didn't really think about that. I just straight up put it on my iPhone 4S and lost my jailbreak. Totally not worth it at all. Actually, I wouldn't even get it. If you're on a 6.1.2, I would actually stay on it. I don't know, but if you're gonna get the new iPhone that's coming out, God knows when, then if that's coming with iOS 7, then okay. But like, say if you buy a new device and it's on iOS 7, then it's good. But otherwise, I wouldn't really, get it. If it's, if it's on 6.1.2 or lower version, I would actually just keep that version, jailbreak it, and then just, enjoy the tweaks. But otherwise, I wouldn't necessarily recommend iOS 7. I don't like it at all. So, yep, that's about it I have to say about iOS 7. And I actually came across, since I lost my jailbreak, I actually came across a Chinese software that you probably all have heard of, but it actually allows you to um, download and install apps for free. I don't know, like Bloons Tower Defense 1.4 came out, and then I got it, and then 1.5 came out. It wouldn't let me download for some reason. It's a Chinese error, and unfortunately, I don't speak Chinese, so But still, like, the program is pretty badass. You can just get any app you want for free and install it through that program. But just today, like literally an hour ago, I'm starting to have problems with it because it won't like install apps. Like, apps will install, but when I launch them, they'll crash right away. So I'm gonna perform a restore and see how that goes. And most likely, no, I'm not gonna go on iOS 7, because since it's a beta, it's giving me problems, and then when the apps I want that I get are having problems too. Like freaking Bloons Tower Defense 5, I get this thing on iOS 7, it works fine, it launches and everything, but guess what happens? The Game Center garbage shows up, and then since, the app isn't, I'll say, compatible with, you know, the iOS 7, it like creates like the shield on top of the game, like a layer, and then I can't get rid of that layer because I don't know, I just can't get rid of that freaking layer, and then I have to restart the app, it comes up again, and like several times I have to do that, and then afterwards it just goes away. I guess it gets disabled or something. I really don't like Game Center because it's totally garbage. I don't think it's right. I think the developers should have their own in-game Game Center type thing in which, players would be able to interact, and it should be connected to, I don't know, Apple server or the Game Center servers or Apple server, I don't know, but the fact that Game Center is a freaking app on iOS kind of pisses me off, and I don't like it at all. But all those facts put aside, I couldn't get all the unlocks. Um, what?
iPod connected.
I don't have it.
Sure? He said you had it.
I don't have it. Sorry about that, guys. But the fact that Game Center is an app, it's just ridiculous because, first of all, it's hacked, and Apple did make a huge deal about that, and I'm pretty sure it's patched now, but whatever. It's still terrible that, excuse me, that, they have a freaking app, and then it kind of bugs. It bugs me a lot. That's my point. It bugs me a lot that it's showing up in every single game, asking me that, hey, do you want to enable Game Center for this game? Like, no, get the hell out of my way. I want to play my freaking game and get, just go to sleep. Like, seriously. But anyways, as you guys can see that I don't have any of those things, the upgrades, and so I have to pretty much work all the way freaking over. And I pretty much have to do this all over again because my apps were crashing, and oh my god, I would be pissed. I hope iCloud saved some of the stuff, like just, I'll say 50%, I will be happy. I can play and live with the 50%, but anything less than 50%, I will die. Well, not die, but like, I will be mad. Really, really mad. Very mad. Like, extremely mad. So yeah. And then recently, like, if you guys are jailbroken and stuff, and you are looking for, I don't know, iPhone game hacks, well, there's actually a website that's called Google, and you can use Google to Google or search iPhone game cheats. And if ioscheaters.com does not show up, then don't ever use Google. And for the love of God, don't ever use Bing. And don't ever use Yahoo. Okay, never mind. Go back to Google. Use Google. But ioscheaters.com is where all the hacks are. Like original hacks. If you go on Cydia and add iHacks repo, because I know all of you are Jews and never want to pay for apps, and trust me, I am one of you, but I'm not a Jew. Because I do buy apps sometimes. I'll say 1% out of 100, but I'm still not a Jew. But some people will actually search I don't know, Plants vs Zombies hacks, and then there's Plants vs Zombies hack from iHacks. But guess who made that? A guy that's on iOS Cheaters, and he's every single cheater that makes cheats probably knows me. I'm ShakeSpear or iGames Helper. You guys know me as iGames Helper on YouTube, but most of the people, this is the part where I was really scared. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose. But I'm also ShakeSpear, and I'm not a hacker or anything, but I'm actually learning, and I've managed to hack Monster Mayhem, and it's on iOS Cheaters right now. But you guys are welcome to go there and get the hack, and then yeah, enjoy the game. Yeah, oh, money, thug life. But Mr. Slater, I'll say he's a pretty goddamn good hacker, and he's managed to hack really good games. Kami or Brazil administrator at iOS Cheaters is a pretty good hacker. I'll say Alcatraz is a really good hacker. I'm naming the hackers just so you know who I'm talking about, and if they're good hackers, you've probably seen them. And the reason why I'm asking you to go to iOS Cheaters rather than iApp shit, if you know what I'm talking about, well, that's because IAP hacks steals our hacks and sells them to you, and we don't want to sell the hacks because we just don't want to sell them. All we want is a little bit of money for membership, for you to get membership, and all that money goes towards the site. We don't go out and eat pizza because we're not fat fucks. Don't worry. But you know, IAP hacks, I got a feeling they're pretty fat. They're so fat that they can't even get off the chair because if they move, the chair's gonna break and they're gonna be in hospital for quite a while. And hospital Wi-Fi probably doesn't work well because you need Wi-Fi on your laptop, and you need a tummy to put the laptop on to so that it can be on your eye level, you know, right? All that technical stuff. But yeah, so they're fat. Don't go there. There's fat people smell. I mean, I'm not going against fat people because, you know, okay. What I mean is like fat gamers, like who have no life at all, literally. And if you're like, you know, I don't know, under 200 pounds or 250 pounds, you're not fat. You're just obese. Well, actually, no, you're not obese. You're just fat. And that fat is not as bad as when you're 500 freaking pound, smelly pizza eating, always on laptop watching movies on welfare, fat flip. You know, you probably can't even go cruising because your ship will sink. You will not sink, however, because I'm talking to IAP hacks, by the way. You'll not sink because, you know, I don't know, you're fat, like a bubble, and bubble doesn't sink. They always come on top. And like, since human body is mostly made of, no, if you're fat and you eat a lot of pizza, your body will release a lot of oil because we all do that. Some people are, you know how your hair gets oily after you don't wash it for like, I don't know, a week, 2 days, 3 days. Well, fat people don't ever wash their body because, you know, they don't want to break their tub and like, you know, have a mayhem in their bathroom because that'd be terrible. So you know, that people smell. And oil, the point of body releasing oil is that when your body releases oil, it comes to the top of water. So fat people of IAP games, hackers or whatever, they won't be able to sink. Therefore, they're a threat to humanity because that's like immortality against drowning, and people want that immortality. And I don't want people to have that more immortality because, you know, you smell, you're not gonna have any friends. Eventually, you'll die of your own freaking smell. So, you know, why would you want to die is all my point. Like, you don't want to die because you don't want to go swimming and drown. You know, because if you don't go swimming, you can't lose fat, and if you go swimming as an immortal, the point is just don't become a fat fuck. Just literally. I'm sorry. I am not against fat people, okay? There's people with diabetes and stuff, and I got respect for that, but, you know, just don't become the fat version of IAP hacks. And don't be on welfare. You know, go out, exercise, become slim, become bodybuilder, make money. Millions of dollars. God, man, use common sense. Even though money's king, think about yourself. If you die, man, I don't know what the hell happens next. I don't know, man. If you guys believe in God, man, you guys gonna go to hell. IP hacks, because you're actually breaking little kid's heart, and the little kid is me. Trust me, you don't wanna break my heart. I got connections with God, son. Yeah. You going to hell, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm so black. You don't even wanna know how black I am. I'm blacker than night. The night, yeah. Okay, guys. This video is coming to an end, and I just want to say that I didn't mean to break anybody's heart, and that those are a lot of goddamn ships, and they're fat just like IP hacks, and they're trying to escape immortality. But guess what? I won't let that happen. If you're fat and you have diabetes, I am sorry to hear that, and good lucks. Oh, wait a minute, the video is not over yet. So if you're fat, you know, I feel for you, and I hope you get better, and I hope diabetes leave you alone. Alrighty, and I shall see you guys in the next video.